At my sister's wedding, in the middle of the celebration, surrounded by laughter, music, and fake smiles, my parents handed me a document and demanded I sign away the house I built with my own hands. A house worth $500,000. A house they never helped me build. A house that stood as proof of every sleepless night, every sacrifice, every battle I fought alone. And in that moment, I realized something that changed me forever. Sometimes the people who are supposed to protect you are the very ones waiting to profit from your pain. You see, people talk about family like it's sacred, like blood means loyalty, like love is automatic. But life teaches you something different. Blood can betray you. Love can be conditional. And loyalty can disappear the moment your success becomes useful to someone else. That house wasn't just walls and windows. It was years of struggle. Years of waking up before sunrise and working until my body felt like it would collapse. It was every rejection, every humiliation, every time I was told I would never make it. Brick by brick, I built more than a home. I built proof that I could survive without anyone. And that's why they wanted it. Not because they loved me, not because they cared, but because people will often feel entitled to the harvest of seeds they never planted. Think about that. The world is full of people who vanish during your storms, but appear the moment the sun comes out. They don't want to help carry the weight. They just want a piece of what your suffering created. That wedding was supposed to be about celebration, but for me, it became a battlefield. My parents looked at me like I owed them, as if raising me was an investment they were cashing out, as if my hard work belonged to them. And that's the trap so many people fall into. They confuse gratitude with obligation. Yes, be grateful. Respect those who helped you. Honor those who sacrificed for you. But never let gratitude become chains around your neck. Never let anyone use love as leverage to control what you've built. Because the truth is simple. If you don't protect your boundaries, people will erase them. I stood there staring at the papers, feeling the weight of years pressing on me. The room was loud, but inside me there was silence. A silence filled with memories. The nights I skipped meals to save money. The winters I worked with frozen hands. The loneliness of building something when nobody believed in me. And I asked myself one question. Why should I surrender my future to satisfy their expectations? That question changed everything. Too many people spend their lives sacrificing their dreams to keep others comfortable. They shrink themselves so others can feel bigger. They give away pieces of their soul for temporary peace. But peace bought with self-betrayal is never peace. It's prison. And I refused to live in that prison. So I said no. One word, no. And that word shook the entire room. Because people who are used to controlling you cannot handle your resistance. The moment you say no, they call you selfish, ungrateful, cold. They attack your character because they can no longer control your choices. But listen carefully. Saying no to manipulation is not cruelty. It is self-respect. That day, I learned the power of standing alone. It's terrifying at first, to go against your family, to reject expectations, to choose yourself when everyone demands your obedience. But strength is born in those moments, not when life is easy, not when everyone supports you. Strength is forged when you are standing in the fire and still refuse to break. That house represented my fight, my pain, my growth, and giving it away would have been giving away myself. Never hand over what cost you your soul to build. People don't understand the price of your journey because they didn't walk it. They didn't feel your tears. They didn't hear your doubts. They didn't carry your fear. So don't let them decide the value of what you created. There's something powerful about building from nothing. When you start with empty hands and create something real, you discover who you are. You discover your endurance, your vision, your strength, and once you know that, Nobody can take it from you. Not your family, not your enemies, not the world. Because true wealth isn't in the house, it's in the person who built it. That's the lesson. They can try to take your possessions. They can try to shame you. They can try to isolate you. But if you built yourself through struggle, you are unstoppable. And sometimes life will test that. It will put you in rooms where the people closest to you become strangers. It will force you to choose between approval and authenticity. Choose authenticity. Every time. Because approval fades, truth remains. I walked away from that wedding with my house, but more importantly, with my dignity. And dignity is priceless. Some losses hurt. Sometimes protecting yourself means losing relationships. Sometimes it means walking away from people you thought would always be there. But understand this. Not every loss is destruction. Some losses are liberation. Some endings are beginnings. And sometimes, the door that closes behind you is the one that was keeping you trapped. Life will keep teaching you this lesson until you understand it. Your value does not depend on who validates you. Your worth does not come from your family's approval. Your future does not belong to anyone but you. Guard it, protect it, fight for it, because nobody else will. The world respects those who respect themselves. And self-respect often comes at a cost. It may cost comfort. It may cost relationships. It may cost peace. But the cost of abandoning yourself is always greater. So if you're standing in your own battlefield right now, if someone is asking you to sacrifice what you worked for, if someone is trying to guilt you into giving away your future, remember this. You are not here to live for their expectations. You are here to build your own life. Your dreams matter. Your effort matters. Your pain matters. And what you build from that pain is sacred. Never let anyone convince you otherwise. Stand tall. Stand firm. And when the world demands your surrender, give it your silence, your strength, and your refusal. Because the greatest revenge is not anger. It is success. The greatest victory is not proving them wrong. It is proving yourself right. And when you protect what you've built, when you honor your struggle, when you refuse to bow to betrayal, you become something unbreakable. Not because life was fair, but because you survived when it wasn't. And that is power. Real power.